after we finally got access in an evidentiary fashion exactly what had happened. And we felt we had at that point proved to indict a number of people under our extraterritorial anti-terrorism laws for the murder of 19 Americans. So anyway, they called a meeting in the White House as a result of this information. And the usual senior people were invited to the meeting. It was in the room in the White House where I think everybody on my left here has been on a number of occasions. The Attorney General and I thought the purpose of the meeting was to discuss what the result would be of this information and what would happen. So at the meeting, the National Security Advisor handed out 2 documents. And when we got them, we were a little bit surprised to read them. They were 2 press statements. One was for the Republicans on the Hill, and the other one was for the reporters. And I had I asked the question. I said, I thought we were here to talk about this evidence and what we're going to do. And they said, yes, we're going to get to that. But first we have to talk about how we respond to the issue of whether or not the Iranian government was involved in this attack. Well, I said, you can delete the whether from this draft because we have substantial evidence that they were involved in the attack. And then somebody said to me, who was a lawyer, well, that's all hearsay, which was a very surprising question to hear from the National Security Advisor. And I said, actually, it's a statement in furtherance of a conspiracy by a co-conspirator, and that's an exception to the hearsay rule. But I think, from my perspective, we reached the result that we intended to reach with respect to Khobar Towers. We indicted 14 people on 46 counts for the murder of those Americans. We have sanctions that I think are working better. I spend a lot of time in Europe working for corporations. I see within some of those corporations very resolute attempts to make sure that those sanctions are not violated because of the economic and political consequences